welcome to today's video. I am so excited for what I have to share with you today in this video. Over the last few months, the ClickUp team have been working so hard behind the scenes to roll out the updated 3.0 version of ClickUp. And it is finally here for all users inside of ClickUp. So if you are brand new to the platform, this video will be perfect timing for you. And if you've been using ClickUp for some time and you're still trying to catch up with all the changes, and I'm sure there are more changes still to come, stick around with this video. I'm going to show you how you can work in ClickUp in 2024 and really maximize the platform. If you're new here, my name is Nicola Melinda. I'm a verified ClickUp consultant, and I've been working with clients to help them to maximize and leverage this tool inside of their business. If you need support with that, or you're looking for someone to help with a done for you system setup, visit the link in the description below where you can contact me directly to work with me in your business. Now onto the video for today. Like I said, there have been so many updates, so many changes inside of the platform that it's just an excitement every time I get a ClickUp email. So stick around because I will be sharing with you how you can make use of the new home dashboard view, the new custom fields manager, even some changes on how you manage automations inside of ClickUp, task views, dashboards views. So if you're enjoying what you're watching, do drop a like and let me know that you are enjoying these types of videos. And on that note, let's just dive right in. So the new home dashboard, this is a new view that we are coming to grips with in 2024, and we will definitely be using this a lot more going forward. So the home screen has had an upgrade. For those of you who have been working with ClickUp for a little bit of time, you might remember that it used to be just very simple. You'll just see your task down one side, your agenda down the other side. Now we almost have like this dashboard view, which actually is pretty cool. So we can have the option to edit the layout and move things around. The whole purpose behind this dashboard view is to really review of the high level tasks that you'll be working on throughout the day and throughout the week. You can see here that these are all of the cards, and by default they will all pretty much be added. So you get to decide what you keep on this view, what you remove from this view. So as an example, we can see here that lineup isn't part of the view, so I could add in my lineup and then I can see what my top 3 tasks as priority are on my lineup. So if now I wanted to just change this around a little bit, I've got all of these cards everywhere, but I just want this to be a little bit like more user friendly just for myself, I can actually start to customize it just a little bit more. So you can see here at the top, we've got our recent. So these are all of the recent tasks that I've been working in. So anything that I've opened up, created, they're all here in this particular card. So when it comes to structuring out your homepage view, think about what you like to see when you open ClickUp every day. So when you come to work, what are the things that are going to stand out to you the most every day? So it could be that you just need to see your lineup every day, and maybe that needs to be at the top of the queue. So we might just move our lineup across into that section. And any reminders that I need to be aware of as well. I like to stay on top of my reminders. So that is also very helpful for me. And if you do have your calendar integrated, I personally don't, but if you do have your calendar integrated and you want to see that view, then this might be a slightly larger view for you to just see your agenda for the day. So we're already building out an ideal view. I don't really need to see my recent, so I might just remove that from view, and that just pushes our line up to the top. We've got our agenda, we've got our reminders, and then we've got our tasks. So we've got my work, and we've also got anything assigned to me. To be honest, I feel like I only need one or the other. So I'm just going to take off my work. And you can see the difference really, because my work is really for all of my assigned tasks and reminders and all of the things. Assigned to me is all of the tasks that I do have across the workspace that is down for me as an assignee. So they're very, very similar there. AI stand up. Now this is something new, but I'm going to remove it just for this moment in time and take that off. So now we've got a little bit of a cleaner view, and I still will just move my personal tasks. Let's just move them over to this side. and assigned comments. So I've just done a really quick restructure of my home view, but essentially what it now means is now that I've updated the layout, I can then start to add in what I need to see on this view. So I can add in my most important tasks. So that might be my site build. So I can add that as part of my lineup. So I've got one task there. And let's see if there's another one we can pull in. Perhaps I need to review concepts. That's overdue. So we'll keep those as part of the lineup. Then if there are any reminders that I need to remember, they will also be in this section. So all of my reminders will be there for me to see, and any assigned comments as well. So if anyone's tagged me or assigned me in a comment, that will show here. Your personal list, these are your personal tasks that need to be done. So they're not tasks that necessarily will sit within a specific list, but they will sit within this personal list area, and you can also see them. So it could be send the team coffee card voucher as an example. And I can still assign that to myself. So I can still set an assignee, set a due date. So I want to do that by Tuesday, and we can just create that task. And this is only going to sit inside of my personal list. It's not going to sit anywhere else within my workspace. It's just going to be for me to see. So my project managers or my team, they won't have any ideas of that. So if you have tasks, perhaps you need to do reviews for your team members, you need to review work or quality check work. Maybe there's a question that's come up in the Slack channel. You can add that into your personal task list, and then that will help you to manage your workload. Here we have assigned to me. So this is all of my work of what is coming up over the day. So I have this grouped based on due date, so I can see anything that's overdue, which is quite a bit. And then I can also see what is coming up as well. So I can see as this is assigned to me, this is in my roll up, but it's only viewable on the personal list, and any future tasks that are also in play. So they don't have a due date, but they are assigned to me as tasks. And if I want to filter, I can filter in this view. I can add on additional custom fields as well. So I can say that I need to view other custom fields in this area. So I might just put if there's any dependencies as an example. And I might just also add in the start dates. And if we scroll across, then we can see those fields are added. So we've added in the start date, and we can see that's added in there. So let me know what you guys think. Do you feel this will be helpful for you in managing your day and your work inside of ClickUp? So the next change is the new inbox view, which a lot of people have been getting to grips with and using inside of ClickUp. And this one has been around for quite a little while now. So if you've had 3.0, then you'll definitely be familiar with this view, and you probably would have gotten it a little bit earlier in the summer of 2023. So in this view, we actually have a much clearer idea of the messages, comments, and tags that our team are sharing with us. So we have categories of what's important versus other updates. So important updates will be the ones that actually have assigned the task to us, or there are comments that we need to look at and we need to review, versus any other updates on tasks that we might be a watcher on. So if there are automations that have updated a task, or a task is now, as you can see, overdue, all of these are just back-end updates on tasks that I'm a watcher on, and I can see what's happening. If I click on this message, I can actually choose to snooze my notifications, to just say, let me snooze this till next week. I don't need to see that until next week. And it will pop up in the snoozed section at the right time that it needs to. So I'll see that in the next 7 days, it's just quiet until next week, and it's given a date on when it's going to pop back up. If I have addressed a comment or a message, I can click clear, and that will take it out of my inbox. So I can actually just clear these messages down. I could click on clear all as well, and that will take it out. And if I go to the clear section, I can see all of the notifications that have been cleared. And as you can see, they are deleted from the inbox after 30 days. So you have a bit of time. If you need to go back, perhaps you did something by accident, you can just click on clear and move it back to your main inbox screen. So the next area that we have seen changes inside ClickUp is how we use the custom fields. So there is a new custom fields manager, which I am actually in love with. So I'm inside a project list right now. If I click on the add to go to add a new column, I can go down below and just click on use an existing field. And what it's going to do is pull up my custom fields manager. Now, I love this for a few different reasons. So before, it was really difficult to understand all of the custom fields that you have and to see them all at a glance. And also you couldn't necessarily filter through your custom fields or group them together. Now you can do that, and you can also see what fields are actually, attached to this particular list, and you can add and create new fields in this place as well. So you can group your custom fields based on the field type or based on the location type. So if you know that you have certain custom fields and you've lost them inside of ClickUp, this is a great way for you to start finding your fields. So you can choose based on the location type, which could be a space, a folder, or a list. And it will show you all of the custom fields that are attached to lists only, or to spaces only, or to folders only. If you filter it based on the field type, it will show you what type of custom fields you have under the type that they have been created. So if you are looking for a custom field and you're thinking, I know this is a drop down, what did I call it? It happens to the best of us, then you might just go and filter based on the field type, and then you can scroll through the list to actually see, right, I'm looking for a drop down, it has to be one of these, and then you can select that field. When you select it, you have the option to add it to the particular list. If you click on the three dots, as always inside of ClickUp, you have different options come up. So you can duplicate that field, rename it, you can convert it. This is going to open up an edit screen. So your edit field screen is like, again, a whole new way of understanding your custom fields and managing your custom fields, to be fair. So here you can change, you've got the field name. You can add a description of what this field is all about here. You can also see the type of field it is. So it's a drop down, and we can change it if we want to change the type. So we might say, let's change this to a label or text field. And then we have all of our different options as well as a part of that field. Then I can see where this field is. So it's in 3 locations. It's in a marketing task list and an email list. I can add this field to another location right from this section, literally just by searching through the different lists and folders and spaces in my workspace, which is so much easier. I can literally add this anywhere I need it to be. So I can put that this needs to be required in tasks. So what that means is that you cannot complete the task unless this custom field is filled out. And if it's pinned, it means that it would always be displayed in the task view. So even if it's not filled out, even if it's not required for a particular task, it will always be displayed in the task view. And then obviously you can delete your custom fields. But you can also filter your fields as well. So if you just want to say, again, I only need to see a certain type of field, I only need to see my checkbox fields, you can filter in this view. Isn't this amazing? So I can select all of these fields. This is great if you have a list and you want to add multiple fields to your one list. You can select all of the fields that are required, and then you can literally go to add fields, and it will add all of those custom fields to the list that you are creating. It is a game changer in making sure that you are, 1, keeping your custom fields uncluttered, and 2, speeding up the process of building out your ClickUp workspace. So this is a great game changer in terms of how we're using custom fields. But you can also access your custom fields through the list settings as well. So it doesn't have to just be in the task, it can be through your list settings. You can go to your custom fields. You can do that at the folder level as well by clicking on folder settings and custom fields. And you can also do it at your space level as well. The next area that I'm loving is the automations. There is a new way of managing automations inside of ClickUp. So very similarly, before, if you wanted to create multiple automations across different lists, you would have to do it all over and over again. Whereas now you can actually create automations, you can duplicate automations, and you can create automations and have them duplicated and added to other locations. So we have an automation here. Let's add a new automation. where let's just say a status is updated. So let's just say a status is closed and I want to change the assignee. So we'll just remove assignees, remove all assignees. This is the automation we're creating. So we're going to hit create and we have our automations. So we can add a description. Say it just removes assignees. We've added our description. Now we can duplicate this. When you duplicate, you can duplicate it to the current location or you can duplicate it to a different location. And when you do that, it pulls up the option to say, where should this automation go? So I can pop that to retain a task and just click on duplicate automation. And it's going to create or allow you to create that automation inside of a new list. So we can see at the top here, we've got the new list of where this is going. We've still got the same, exactly the same automation that we set up. Then we can just hit duplicate. And it is as simple as that. This is so much easier than what we were trying to do before. What I also love is that we can have a look at all the different types of triggers that we have. We can filter based on the types of conditions that there are, if there are any, and also by the actions as well. So we can look at what the actions are and we can start to filter out our automations in this area. Also in the new manager, you can see what automations are active versus inactive. And we can also manage our automations in different lists as well. So I can switch over to the website build list and I can manage my additional automations in this list. So it's so much easier for me to, handle my automations and make sure I'm also keeping a handle on what I'm setting up in my workspace. The next exciting change is a new view that ClickUp are currently working on. This new view is what we call the dashboard view. If you haven't seen this already, this is something that has literally just come out in the last week or so, and it is still being developed. So it's at the time of this video, it is only available at the list view. It's not available at the folder or the space view, but I'm sure it will be coming out very, very soon. So you can literally build a dashboard inside of your list. So you can turn this into a very simple, let's just pull up a project tracking dashboard. So this is inside of a website build project that I have. And as you can see, it is still very much mimicking the bigger dashboards that we are used to. So we are used to the dashboards here. But now we have the option to actually create dashboards within our project list. This is going to be a game changer when you just need to have a quick dashboard view of your folders, all of your projects within a folder, and even the work within your spaces as well. So I'm using ClickUp's dashboard as a template here just to give you an idea of what's been created and what you can do. But as you can see, it's breaking down all of my tasks. It's given me a great visual of what's in progress, what's still outstanding, what tasks need to be assigned, how many tasks overall, how many are open, how many are overdue, and the actual tasks themselves. And you can also update this as well. So you can regroup your tasks. So we can say, I want these to be grouped based on the due dates. If there are any filters, let's see what filters have been put in place when the due date is this week or overdue. I actually don't mind. I will just say, let me just see all of that, so we could turn that off. I could say, I don't need to see what's been closed. And I also want to include subtasks as well. So I might also just click on subtasks as separate tasks and just filter that. So that's going to pull out my subtasks so I can see everything I need to see in this view. I might hide the priorities just because it's not something that I'm using right now, but I might also add on the start dates just so I can see that view here. So you can see that you still have a lot of autonomy over updating the tasks, over customizing your dashboards and making sure your dashboards are working the way that you need them to. But this is a great game changer. I'm excited to see how ClickUp continues to bring this out to all of us to be able to use as well. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I really hope that you are excited to dive into using these new features and putting ClickUp to work in your business once and for all. If you are looking for support, like I said, you can reach out to me below, or I have a free Facebook group where you can join She Talks Systems Facebook group, and there's also a link for that in the description as well. Until next time, thank you for watching.